you got the sauce, boy.
You gotta think deeper. You know? Let's talk. Let's talk, fam. Real talk. I want to touch on the topic that I probably should have talked on or spoke on earlier. And I've been sitting on it, but, you know, better late than never, right? Because there's a lot of confusion still out there, but there is a lot of information. So I want to come to you with some information that might help clear up some things, if not at least enlighten you on some things. Let's talk about the ant and I. Yeah, let's talk about the ant and I. But I'm not talking about insects, and I'm not talking about myself per se, although I am included in the entirety of the discussion. But the I ain't really me. Alright. Anti. Let's get some definitions. According to dictionary.com, anti, a person who is opposed to a particular practice, party, policy, action, etc. Anti. So you're somebody who's against something. Real simple, point blank, right? Let's get into anti-Semitic, because this is where definitions become a little sticky, right? Anti-Semitic, relating to or characterized by anti-Semitism, feeling or showing hostility toward or discrimination against Jews as a cultural, racial, or ethnic group. Excuse me. Now, why did that just say Jews? Anti-Semitic, right? Anti-Semitic should be for people who are Semitic, not just the Jews. I feel like that's kind of hypocritical. It's that's some hypocrite stuff, right? In my opinion, because to be Semitic, you are in the line of Shem. Now Shem had a lot of kids. We gonna touch on that, and I want you to see why I say this is hypocritical. Definition for hypocrite, real quick: a person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion, a person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs or feelings. A hypocrite. Keep that in mind. Put that in your memory banks. Store that up. Let's talk about being Semitic. Since if you're anti-Semitic, you hate the Jews, right? So let's see what being Semitic is. Because to be anti-Semitic, Semitic got to be in there too. It can't just be Jews, because Shem had a lot of kids. Of relating to or constituting a subfamily of the Afro-Asiatic language. Afro-Asiatic. You see that there. Family that includes Hebrew, Aramaic, Arabic, and Amharic. I don't know. Amharic. It should be Amharic again, I guess. Whatever. But you see Afro-Asiatic, right? That is Semitic. I don't see Jews on this Semitic definition. Not so far. let's talk about Shem. Shem is the guy who the Semites come from. So to be anti-Semitic, to be anti-Sem anything, you must come from Shem himself, right? Who is a son of Noah, one of 3 sons, right? Shem. Check this out real quick. You'll see Shem, Ham, and Noah. But listen to Japhet's sons. I think you'll find it interesting.
Genesis 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarma. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tashish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, after their families, in their nations.
So you see, Japhet had a son whose name is Gomer. And Gomer had a son whose name is Ashkenaz, who became a nation, right, by the scripture. And these were the Gentiles. Remember that. Let's get into Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz was, like we say, one of 3 sons of Gomer, a founder of one of the tribes of the Japhetic race. Not Semitic. It says Japhetic. And you can look that up. Ashkenaz is a descendant of Gomer, who is a descendant of Japhet, not Shem. So I don't see where the Semitic is lining up with the Jews. Because the Jews, according to studies, about half of the Jewish people around the world today identify as Ashkenazi, meaning they descend from the Jews who lived in Central or Eastern Europe. Europe? I thought we were talking about Afro-Asiatic. I'm just saying, have you noticed anything yet? Keep checking that out. I want you to dig on that for yourself. Look over this information and think about it. How can you be anti-Semitic to only the Jews? Again, I ask, how many sons did Shem have? Look that up, because you see where Ashkenaz come from, and the Ashkenazi, who are today's mainly the Jews, they come from Japhet, from Europe, not, where Shem is at. I just want you to think about that. You know what time it is. You gotta think deep. I'm out.